Shalom, real quick, giving all praise to Yahweh, Shem El Shai, Shalom, Kakodah, Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there, Shalom to you all. This is a comment on this video that I did but a day ago. If they preach any other gospel, let them be accursed. So I got a lot of comments here, 28 comments. So this one I wanted to kind of focus on. It says, GMS debate, the Most High, the Lord made King David to be head of the heathen. Right, had to mean over something. Now, when King David was in power, who did he enslave? He enslaved, put garrisons around, Edomites. And it says that, hey, Dad, I'll go to the scripture. Give me a second here. Let me slide this over. Slide this one over too. Okay, let's go to, what is it? First Kings. First, it has to be First Kings. Maybe it's Second Kings. First Kings 1. I believe it's 1 and 11. Okay, that's not what I want. Nope, it's actually Second Kings 1. I'm sorry. Let's come on back. Second Kings 11. Let's try it that way. I'm sorry, let me do it this way. Hey, Dad, I know it's in First Kings. Is hey, Dad spelled correctly? Okay, let me go to the 11th verse. Okay, this is it right here. I found it. The Most High raises adversaries, and Yahweh stirred up an adversary unto, and Yahweh stirred up an adversary unto Solomon. Solomon is Yahweh Shai in a previous life. Pre-incarnation, you can call it. Lord, Lord, all caps. That's the name of Yahweh. When you click on it, it's going to say Yahweh. So now you got these, well, you got the Christians saying that the Father and the Son are one and the same. That when the Lord came down to the earth, the Messiah, it was the Father's spirit in that man. So who was he talking to when he said, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? And in the Hebrew, he said, Allah Yah, which is my God, my God. So it says here, 14th verse, and Yahweh stirred up an adversary unto Solomon, Hadad, the Edomite. Who was the adversary, an enemy? He was the king's seed in Edom. For it came to pass when David was in Edom, and Joab, which is the chief captain, the captain of the host of the army, was going up to bury the slain after he had smitten every male Edom or Edomite. Now you notice it said every male Edom. Why didn't it say every male and female Edom? Because they were taking them Edomite women and they were popping them. And they were bringing forth Israelite children. For it came to pass when David was in Edom, the land of Edom, and Joab, the captain of the host, was gone up to bury the slain after he had smitten every male. Now, when it says every male Edomite that they can find, because you had Edomites that scattered to other parts of the country. That's how they went down to Mount Seir. They went further down to Mount Seir. They went up into the north. That's where the power, where Alexander's father came out of. He came out of Macedon, which is north of the Levant. So, Alexander the Greek, he was born on an island called Cyprus today, which was Kittim. So they were already up in so-called Europe because they were pushing out the darkened nations, which are the sons of Japhet. It says, for 6 months did Joab remain there with all Israel until he had cut off every male in Edom, every male that he can capture, because Esau is still alive, he's still around. So obviously you had Edomites that were not living in that area of Mount Seir, or Petra. Today they call it Petra. That Hadad fled, he and certain Edomites of his father's servants with him. They were Edom. There was just one guy. To go into Egypt, Hadad being yet a little child. And they arose, because if they would have caught him, they would have killed the servants and the child, Edomite the child. And they rose out of Midian and came. As you read down, the Pharaoh of Egypt had his wife's sister become a wife to Hadad, and they had at least one child. Let me see something. I guess they had children, but it says one child. Right. This was the sister of the Pharaoh at that time. Okay, here it goes. And the sister of Tephanes bare who? Edom. Gednubeth, his son. And when Hadad heard in Egypt that David slept with his fathers, that he passed, and that Joab, the captain of hosts, was dead, Hadad said to Pharaoh, let me depart, that I may go to my own country. So where's Hadad's own country? It was south of Palestine. It was Mount Seir, below, south of Moab and Ammon. So there were Edomites back there. So this dude asking a question. Let me do this. Gary. I hope I'm showing this right. I'm a lousy speller. Garrisons. Okay, let me see something here. Garrisons. Let's try. Okay, garrisons. Okay, here we go. Garrisons is found 7 times in 6 verses. So let's go to 2 Samuel's 8 verse 6. Then David put garrisons in Syria and Damascus, and the Syrians became David's servants or slaves and brought gifts, and the Lord preserved David whithersoever he went. 14 verse, same chapter. And he put garrisons in Edom, the land of Edom. Because remember, Amos 9, we're going to possess Edom, or we're going to possess Edom again. We're going to possess that land. Esau is going to be rented out to the other Israelites, because they're not going to have a land to go to. That tells you that in Isaiah 14. Throughout all Edom, throughout all the land of Edom, or Mount Seir, put the garrisons, which is jurisdictions, and all they of Edom became David's servants or slaves, and the Lord preserved David whatsoever he went. Now wait a minute, if this was a wrong thing, why would the Most High bless David? It said he preserved David whithersoever he went. So let's look up the word servants. It says, and all they of Edom became David's servants. Slaves. Let's see what the word is. In New York, you have police precincts. Those are garrisons. David's servants. The word is ibad. Slave. Slave, servant, slave, servant, man, servant, slave. Let's go to the root. See what the root says. Right, a slave. To work, serve, labor, be subject to. So now let's come on back over here. Where am I? Okay, so this individual, we're gonna click on him. GMS debate, the TMH, the Lord made King David to be head of the heathens. Exactly. It's talking about he took them there, Syria and Edom. He put them into slavery. 2 Samuel 22:50-51. O Lord, among the heathens, and I will sing praises unto thy name. Now, when you come across the word heathen, depending on the context, it could be talking about Israelites or it could be talking about other nations. In the case of this statement that you made, these were servants, slaves. And I will sing praises unto thy name. He is the tower of salvation for his king. If the Lord made King David head of heathen nations, Amos 9:12 is talking about their land. We're going to take their land. Zephaniah 2, verse 11. And I went through this. So let's go to this real quick. Zephaniah 2, verse 11 and 12. And I went through this before. So you want to be a good zombie and follow those guys, you're going to be destroyed with them. Them guys are going to be destroyed. That's for sure. This is basic stuff. I'm trying to make it short. The Lord will be terrible unto them, for he will famish all the gods. Am I in the right place? Of the earth. And men shall worship him, everyone from his place, even all the isles of the heathens. Ye Ethiopian. Of course they're going to worship him. That's Isaiah 2:2 and what is it? Micah 4:2. Come and let us. They shall all flow together to learn the laws from the Israelites. So they're going to keep the laws. That's you even mention it. Zechariah. Let me come back here. Zechariah 14:18. Right. They're going to have to keep the tabernacle. Right, 2 Ezra 2:34. Let's see what that says. 2 Ezra 2. There's a heavy demon man that's on them two guys. And you followers. I'll make this short. I don't know why it does this. Second measure 2:34. Second measure 2:34. Therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand, look for your shepherd, he shall give you everlasting rest. Let's talk about Israelites. First scripture that comes to mind is I did a video, there's a video up right now. The rest, I will give thee rest. That's Isaiah 14 and, what is that, 14:3. So the heathens are Israelites. For he is nigh at hand that shall come in the end of the world. Let's talk about Israelites. It says in the 35th verse, be ready to the reward of the kingdom. For who? For Israel. For the everlasting light shall shine upon you, the Israelites, forevermore. That's not talking about the other nations. So let me come back over here. Where am I? Okay, so let me click on this guy. Okay, nothing. He just put it up. It's either Assad. Okay. They didn't. There's nothing there. They've been on for. We're talking about going on 2 years, year and a half. Nothing. No one subscriber. Hey, so these guys are done. These guys, Hakkar and Assad, they done. They straight up done.
Disagree.
They two straight up demons. Okay, so I put this is up and running. Anyway, on to the next. Let me do this. Let me just see something here. Just want to check this. Layla Ali trying to get with AJ. You know? And Jake is coming back into power. Even though I believe Jake Paul is a Jake. His name is Jake. So anyway, let me just do this. Our women are completely out of order. Okay. Let me just see what's going on here. Plantation Christians, you are not saved. This sting of death is sin. Yeah, that's 1 Corinthians 15:50. Around in that area. Okay, shows live, new files exposing Epstein client, Todd Blanche, whatever his name is, played in our faces. Bill Clinton was once all released. Yeah, this man's running. You know, Nero's running, man. They got all kind of stuff on him. Oh, this thing, you miss a day, you miss a lot. Okay. Anyway, shalom, on to the next.